Introducing to you first the fighter on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black and orange. His official weight, 117 pounds 7 ounces. He joins us with a seasoned professional record, 38 wins, 24 of them by knockout and 5 defeats. Hailing from Taliban, Philippines, and fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome 7-time champion of the world, known as the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire. And introducing his opponent on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white and black. Yesterday, he weighed in at 117 pounds, 8 ounces. His professional record, a perfect one, 19 fights, 19 wins, no losses, including 9 KO victories, representing Ireland, fighting out of Belfast. Please welcome the World Boxing Super Series #1 seed, the reigning and defending WBA Bantamweight Super Champion of the World, Ryan Burnett.
Let's go, Ryan. Okay, fellas, spoke to you both in the dressing room. We both know I expect. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both of you watch your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Touch close. Good luck, lads.
So a classic crossroads encounter about to take place here at the SSE Hydro Arena in Glasgow. The young champion Ryan Burnett taking on the 35-year-old former 4-weight world champion Nonito Donaire. And we are underway. The first of a scheduled 12 3-minute rounds. The WBA Super World Bantamweight champion Ryan Burnett making the second defense of that title, facing off against a man who has accomplished so much in the boxing ring. It's Donaire, wearing the black trunks trimmed with orange. Immediately looking to get to work with a speculative right hand is the champion Ryan Burnett, wearing the white trunks trimmed with black.
Well, the first thing you notice is how big is the Donaire look. His back is absolutely massive. But it's imperative, I think, for me, for Burnett to start fast, keep a high pace, as he likes to fight at a high pace, but to make the older man has been around a long time, make him work hard, but also be very, very safe, because Donaire still carries plenty of power in either hand.
Nonito Donaire coming off against a loss against Carl Frampton over at the SSE Arena in Belfast. That was up at featherweight. Good left jab from Ryan Burnett. Now shooting it out from his belt line. Moving to the perimeter of the boxing ring after starting the round on the front foot. But even in that contest, Carl Frampton attested that Donaire carries plenty of pop. I suppose the key question is, Barry, how much has the weight cut taken away from Donaire? Will he be as effective in this version of 118 as he was during his majestic pomp some 7 years ago? And
that's why I feel it's imperative for Burnett to keep it at a high pace. Because if he has struggled for weight, which he must have, been boxing at a higher weight for so long, and have a big weight drop down, then he might be a little bit weight drained. So you keep making for a high pace, make him suffer, make him look in. That's lovely there from Burnett. Nice fast hands.
Donaire trying that vaunted counter left hook as Burnett with sharp shooting effectiveness. Beautiful left jab from Burnett off a faked right hand. He didn't pull the trigger on the backhand and just twisted in a bayonet of a left jab.
The move before the jab was better than the actual punch itself, wasn't it?
Left hook to the body and then right hand over the top from Donaire. On the front foot early on. Burnett did well to raise the right hand and block the attempted left hook. There's a good right hand in at mid-range from Donaire.
He's got to remember to move his feet, Burnett, after he throws punches, successful or not. He's got to keep moving those feet straight after, especially that little pivot on the front foot. It's good there again from Ryan Burnett. See, Donaire got so much power, he don't have to hit you on the chin. Hit you on the chest, on the arms, and you'll feel it and you'll start to panic.
Closing seconds. What has been a high-tempo opening round between two skillful operators.
Stuck on those legs. Remember, the start of the fight is to make him uptight and make him predictable. So don't just lead with the shot, keep him guessing, keep him guessing. When you showed that and didn't give it and then snap the jab, it landed. Remember, as soon as you trigger, he's going to try and duck or time. Make it unpredictable. Make it unpredictable. That cocky speed, that's the frame of mind you've got to be in. You understand? Let him have a fight and just let him have mid-air. Miss it.
Good first round. Let's use Laz's jab just a little more. That's it. That's it. Okay?
Nope, I got it.
Second serve, round 2.
So into the second round then. World Boxing Super Series quarter-final action. Out behind a sharp-shooting left jab to begin this second round is Donaire. Then there's an exchange of jabs right near the logo at center ring here. What a right hand from Burnett! Rapier-like quickness and landing right on the button. Donaire was keen to hold on, and Burnett now relaxed and composed in front of his man. Adam Booth saying in the corner that Nonito Donaire isn't as quick as he anticipated. But when I spoke with Adam Booth in the lead up to this contest, what he did say is out of all the champions that he has trained, all the boxers that he's worked with, he said Nonito Donaire is the most technically accomplished opponent he's ever had to get one of his boxers ready for.
And that's why, even though it was a beautiful right hand, so well timed there from Burnett, he has to stay switched on all the time with someone like Nonito Donaire. However old he is, whether he's on the slide or whether he's not, Bruce's right, he's got so much technical ability and power that you can't switch off for a second. But to be honest, it's been a fantastic start so far for Ryan Burnett. It really has. He's really focused, concentrated. Every punch is purposeful.
Lead left hand was a nice shot, partially blocked by the glove. Good right hand to the body from Burnett. Left hook in response from Donaire. Then a chopping right hand on the inside from the Filipino Flash. But look at that for another stabbing jab shot out from the belt line from the champion.
Just got to be careful when he rolls underneath the punches. Burnett not to come up too tall. He come up too tall. Could he drags that left hand though? He's open for that chopping right hand, and he got caught with one a few seconds ago. So just be aware of the roll in, roll out. Little turn after.
Terrific use of the left hand. You see the man through the ropes on the far side, right hand side of the ring there. That's Michael Conlon, former world amateur champion and Olympian in Rio, now a professional, trained by Adam Booth, and here to support Ryan Burnett. His father John Conlon alongside him, coach of the Irish Olympic setup where Ryan Burnett had such success. Beautiful right hand went next to the turnbuckle in the neutral corner from Ryan Burnett. Lead left hook was blocked by the right glove of Donaire. And now Donaire looking to pin his man to the corner, unloading heavy artillery. But Ryan Burnett remaining alert, bobbing and weaving effectively, blocking shots with his gloves, and comes back with a left hook of his own.
Fantastic upper body mover there from Burnett. This is a great little, the good tactics here from Burnett. He's got, you see there, look at that. Oh, lovely uppercut. Fantastic shot.
Terrific combination from Burnett, ending with that left uppercut, then a right hand over the top. And so far, Ryan Burnett against the 4-weight world champion of days gone by, Ryan Burnett executing his tactics magnificently.
He's got the faster reflexes, Burnett, the faster feet and the faster hands right now. He keeps boxing like this. Donaire's going to have to take chances, and he'll be open for more shots.
Terrific second round of boxing produced by the champion.
That's as easy as it can be. And you're making him obvious.
It's a fantastic right hand there from Burnett. Just rolling, making Donaire miss with that double jab, and then just lets that right hand go. Beautiful time shot. Excellent work. The other body movement of Burnett in that round was absolutely fantastic. It's just showing the faster hand speed, the faster reflexes, that nice little long left uppercut there from Burnett. And he built on the good round he had in the first round, so even better round there in round 2. And he's flying right now, Ryan Burnett. That's all.
So into the third round then of this World Boxing Super Series Bantamweight quarterfinal. The reigning WBA Super World Bantamweight Champion Ryan Burnett making a terrific start to this defense of his crown. Concentrated, alert, boxing effectively on the front foot, fast-fisted combinations, accurate singles, bobbing and weaving in the corner. But Donaire, always a threat with his acumen, ability and experience. But look at that left jab from Ryan Burnett, so sharp and crisp, and unerringly accurate as well.
But he stabs with the left foot when he throws it, so he gets the shoulder involved. So it comes from the waist. It looks like it's a flicking jab. It's actually a real solid shot.
Good right hand from Donaire, and then another one. Ryan Burnett taking punches in the corner, trying to bob and weave, but Donaire finding his range with that vaunted backhand. Ryan Burnett showing machismo, nodding in the direction of his man as if to say those shots didn't hurt, but the reddening on his face, well, I'm not suggesting that they did hurt, but they were certainly scoring shots. Exchange at close range, both men demonstrating the art of infighting.
But Burnett doesn't need to be there. That's the important factor. He's holding his own in close for sure. He doesn't need to be there. He's an experienced fighter. Donaire knows all the tricks in the book.
Given the level of accomplishment that Adam Bood was alluding to during our conversation ahead of this contest, and he said that can well manifest itself in that you need to be able to do more than one thing, because if you're having success at any portion of the contest, Donaire has so many layers as he takes a good right hand from Ryan Burnett, but so many layers, so many variations to his game, that means you have to bring things that can counter those. So you need plan A, B, C, through to whichever letter of the alphabet you may choose, because that's how complete a boxer Donaire is.
We'll see, you have to see, oh, it's lovely there. Nice little right hand, left, straight left there from Burnett. You have to say switch on all the time, and I think it's very, and he has. That's a beautiful 1-2 there from Burnett, just staggering back there slightly.
Backed into the ropes with those sharp shooting combinations. Terrific speed in evidence from Ryan Burnett. But Donaire, remember what a crisp counter puncher he is at his best. Scored one of the best knockouts, well, I don't think it's hyperbole to say of all time, when he uncoiled that left hook against Vic Darchinyan, going backwards on the retreat and just uncorked a left hook that ruined Vic Darchinyan. Everybody refers to Sugar Ray Robinson's left hook as he comes to work with a left uppercut and left hook. Then getting to work again with the left hand underneath is Donaire. Burnett covering up, but some of those punches were getting through. All action third round in this bantamweight quarterfinal.
Can't move it. Try for a shot there. Last up sec on the waistline.
At the end of the round here, we've seen Donaire's success there. Burnett using that upper body movement, but sometimes it's just better just to keep the hands up and block shots. To be fair, he rode some of those shots here, Burnett, but took a few there earlier in the round where Burnett was most dominant here for most of the round with the sharper reflexes, lovely little combinations.
I think you were smart after, but then you gave up that game. Maintain that game. You understand?
Into the fourth round then of what has been a cracking contest so far. High quality as Ryan Burnett, the WBA Super World Bantamweight Champion, defending his crown against the Filipino Flash, Donaire. He just got through with a right hand success which came behind a double left jab. And he's going looking for that straight right cross once again. As well as that picture perfect left hook he uncoiled against Vic Darchinyan and also scored 2011 knockout of the year. And he left his opponent scrambling and shadow boxing on the canvas. Absolutely sensational single left hook once again against Fernando Montiel. And that is a reminder, a permanent reminder of the type of punching power that Nonito Donaire possesses.
Burnett getting through with a nice little sharp right hand there. But the more he makes Donaire miss, which is what he's doing right now, the more Donaire tenser, and that just slows down the punches a little bit more. Tires him out. He gets that little bit of panic may set in. Though Donaire's experienced enough to realise that he's not always going to be successful and has to sort of find a different way around that. But the hand speed at the minute just troubling Donaire. Burnett being able to get off first and then get out.
Well, we characterise this as a crossroads fight in terms of accomplishment. Ryan Burnett, the young undefeated champion, competing in his 20th professional contest tonight, a perfect 19-0 coming in. But Donaire has more knockouts than Burnett has had fights. Of his 38 victories, 24 of them have come inside the distance. And that just gives you an idea as to the amount of time Donaire has spent in the game and at the top level.
Just slow down the pace a little bit here, Burnett, and just allowing Donaire to get back in with this. That just get a bit of range in that left hand now, Donaire.
Oh my goodness! Now I think he suffered a back injury here. He was pivoting on the back foot, and Ryan Burnett's in real trouble, and he's not from a punch. Oh my goodness! What a dramatic circumstance here. Ryan Burnett pivoting with his back foot in the canvas and had to take a knee. Dramatic development here in the closing stages of the 4th round. Oh my goodness, Donaire now teeing off on what is effectively a sitting target. Burnett can't get out of the way of the punches. And the terrific movement from the waist when he's not able to employ it at this juncture. He appears to have suffered a back injury, and he takes another stunning right hand to the head. Biggest crisis of Ryan Burnett's career, and the back's gone again. Ryan Burnett in desperate trouble here, and I don't think he was from a punch. He is holding the top of his right glutes, and he's making his way back to the corner. Let's listen in.
Well, he looks like he's just going to throw a right hand, and something pulls on the back there. Oh, unbelievable! Talk about bad luck. That's terrible. And he's literally boxed up his skin. He just turned the corner to Alan Booth. I can't throw a right hand.
Sit down.
That's it. They're calling it off.
It is all over. What a dramatic turn of events we have just witnessed here at the SSE Hydro Arena in Glasgow. Ryan Burnett has been dethroned as the WBA Super World Bantamweight Champion, unable to answer the bell for the 5th round after suffering a debilitating and bout-ending injury in round number 4. Absolutely desperate for the now former champion. His perfect record coming to an end in the most bizarre of circumstances. Nonito Donaire, no celebrations from him. A consummately classy individual. He's now a bantamweight world champion once again. Remember, he was the WBC and WBO bantamweight champ between 2011 and 2012. But because of this freak occurrence, he now adds world championship honors at 118 around his waist once more.
He just misses. I think that's what it is. Maybe he didn't catch the target. Just misses. He pulled something out of the joint there. That's absolutely devastating because he was boxing tremendously well. I feel for the kid. I really do. It's heartbreaking. Not just to win a world title, you know, he was a real talented kid. Looked like he was on his way to victory, but you can never tell with someone like Donaire's quality. He was boxing great, the tactics were working perfectly for him. He was getting into his rhythm, and all of a sudden, misses with a long right hand. Something pulls on his back, and you know, I think they made the right decision because you know you can't fight like that against someone of this guy's quality, and it's one of those. You get some strange things in boxing. This is one of those freak accidents. It's a real heartbreaking thing for Ryan Burnett. Let's just hope that it's something that can be fixed and mended and he can get back on the road quickly as possible. And I'm sure he'll regain his world title because the kid's got such a bright future.
Well, the stunned silence from the spectators here at the SSE Hydro Arena in Glasgow is absolutely mountainous. Let's listen in.
You're amazing. Thank you. We need to go to the you guys are amazing. Drop. We're going to bring a stage in. Yeah. He's up then.
Yeah.
How's your legs? We'll take a little bit.
Well, he's a consummate gentleman, is Nonito Donaire. There'll be no celebration from him whatsoever. I mean, now exchanging sentiments with his wife, but absolutely devastated. Suffering a freak injury. In this, the sport of boxing, where skilled operators exchange and dodge punches at the highest level, it is an injury not caused by a punch that has brought about an end to this contest and to the championship reign of Ryan Burnett. There's the man who is going through to the semi-finals of the World Boxing Super Series. He'll be facing off against Donaire Tete. Ryan Burnett suffers the first loss of his professional career. His reign as world champion comes to an end. And given the nature of the tournament, well, he's going to have to wait in line to try and get a rematch and a shot at the title. That's not going to be until the conclusion of the wrap of this tournament.
Yeah, it's a travesty for the kid, but let's hope that it's not a real problem and he can get back into the ring as quickly as possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Burnett retires after round 4. Therefore, we have an official time of 1 second into the round number 5. Your winner by TKO, the new WBA Unified Bantamweight Champion of the World, and moving on to the World Boxing Super Series semifinals. Let's hear it for Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire.
So there's confirmation
for Ryan Burnett, ladies
that it is
and
Nonito Donaire who is the winner and once again a world bantamweight champion. It's the WBA Super World Bantamweight title that he has claimed on this occasion, and he has done so in the most unfortunate of circumstances. After the draft in Moscow earlier this summer, when Burnett selected Nonito Donaire as his opponent, the two men and their wives went out to dinner, exchanged pleasantries, got to know one another. All of that camaraderie was put on hold for this contest. And the concern expressed by Donaire just speaks volumes about the qualities of that man. Barry Jones is up with the winner in the boxing ring. Let's hear what the new champion and World Boxing Super Series semi-finalist has to say. Let's hear from Nonito Donaire.
Well, firstly, we have the winner here, Nonito Donaire, and you obviously move on to the semi-final. Congratulations on the win. It probably wasn't the way you wanted to win the fight.
No, as a warrior, as a fighter, you know, you got a guy like Burnett who was amazing fighter early on. He just kept coming and just was a great fighter. And to go that way wasn't something that I would like to win. But the win is a win, but I got to give it to Burnett. He is an amazing fighter.
How was you feeling in there? Because you're obviously boxing a young guy with a lot of speed. On the upstart of his pro career, you're on the other stage of your career. How are you feeling with Ryan with the hand speed and the foot speed?
I don't know if you ever heard the word age ain't nothing but a number. No, the guy was fast. The guy was strong as well. You know, he caught me pretty good punches. I was just a little bit more fighting like a bigger guy, you know, coming into this fight until my coaches snapped me out of it and like, you got to box? You can box now. You don't have to lay all your eggs in one basket. And that's what I started to do in between and you know, started to use my speed like I usually have. And, you know, again, Burnett is an amazing fighter.
And we talk about the weight. I know it's been a big issue. Everyone's been talking about you dropping back down to a weight after so long and moving up. Did you feel strong tonight?
I felt strong, and I think that's why I tried to come in here with so much power, because I was the bigger guy, you know, coming in. But Burnett was a pretty big guy as well. You know, again, we had this experience, got to take the rust out of being a 122, 126 and coming in and fight the way I usually do, which is the Filipino Flash.
And talking about big guys, now you're through to the semi-final. Congratulations for that. But now you fight maybe one of the biggest bantamweights out there right now, Donaire Tete. Did you see Donaire's last fight?
Yes, I did, and you know, he's a smart fighter, he's a length fighter. Oh, but first and foremost, not to I just want to say thank you, Glasgow, Scotland. You guys are amazing. It's chilly. It's chilly, but you guys have warmed me up and my team. Thank you for the hospitality. Scotland, I will never forget.
So Tete, sometime now, as soon as they get the fights announced in the summer, you looking forward to that fight, and how do you see that going?
Well, I don't say that I'm not going to be good enough. I'm always good enough going into the ring. I'm going to be victorious coming in there. Tete's a formidable fighter, but we're going to come in and study more and definitely learn a lot from this fight. Now I know that I still have that speed, so coming to the fight, I might be much more faster the next time around.
So the tremendous story of Nonito Donaire keeps going on and on and on. You seem to have a youth that will never extinguish.
Like again, it's age ain't nothing but a number. As long as you feel good, I feel good. And again, Scotland!
Thank you. Nonito Donaire.
Well, Nonito Donaire receiving generous applause from the crowd here in Glasgow. One of the most popular fighters out there because of the gentlemanly manner in which he conducts himself. Everywhere he goes, he receives a warm ovation. He embraces the city where he's boxing. And tonight, he has emerged the victor. So he is the winner and once again, a world champion in the bantamweight division. He's also a semi-finalist in the World Boxing Super Series, where he'll be facing off against Zolane Tete, and still showing concern for the man he has just got the better of tonight, because it was a contest that ended in bizarre fashion. What was shaping up to be a terrific affair, with Ryan Burnett demonstrating blazing speed against the former 4-weight world champion, has come to a cruel and unusual end, because Ryan Burnett has sustained a back injury that has seen him unable to answer the bell to begin round number 5. He's being tended to by the paramedics. Let's hope that the injury can be assessed and treated, and it doesn't curtail his progress as a professional boxer, and he can return to the ring just as soon as he is treated and given a rehabilitation program. Oh, Nonito Donaire sportingly holding open the ropes for Ryan Burnett as he is stretched away from the roped arena. And again, a consummate gentleman is Nonito Donaire. He has the respect of all boxing fans and everyone within the sport as well. He's the man who will be going through to the final 4. Ryan Burnett, utterly crestfallen. Tried to fight on, but the back injury completely incapacitating him. And one suspects, given Ryan Burnett's mentality, that it was the compassion of Adam Booth which prevented him from coming out for round number 5. Because Adam Booth was saying that Ryan Burnett has a maniacal competitive streak and has no problem running himself into the ground in pursuit of victory and progress as a professional boxer. But Adam Booth, just as he did when he was in charge of David Hayes' training, when he threw in the towel against Carl Thompson, showing compassion and ensuring that Ryan Burnett doesn't do more extreme permanent damage.